welcome back to my channel. I'm really sorry that there hasn't been a video the last 2 weeks. It was my birthday and then we went to Berlin. Actually, no, it was Berlin, then it was my birthday. And then I was actually really sick. I had like a chest infection, so I just wasn't up for filming anything. So I'm back today and I'm going to be doing a spring makeup tutorial for you. And this is actually going to be more colour focused. And I know that you might think, oh my god, I don't really like wearing any colour when it comes to my makeup, especially eyes. But I thought that this would be a really nice way and still fairly natural of adding colour to your makeup bag. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my skin first, and I am a little bit tanned at the moment. I have got a tiny bit of fake tan on, so I'm going to use a foundation that's slightly darker. But first I'm going to use my favourite product at the moment, and this is the Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Infused Rose Oil, and I am so obsessed with this. My friend Emma got me this for my birthday, and I have been like non-stop using it every day, and it's just a really nice way of making your foundation look really luminous, and it adds so much hydration to the skin. Okay, so next for my foundation, I'm going to be mixing two foundations together. The first one I'm going to use is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, which I bought when I was in LA and I absolutely love it. The second one I'm going to use is the Hourglass foundation. This is the Vanish foundation, and I got this in a new shade called Golden, which is slightly lighter than the last one that I have. And I'm just mixing that in with the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops. So what I do is I place, and then I just mix them together. Next for my concealer, I'm going to use NARS Light 2.5 Creme Brulee Soft Matte Concealer. And I like to just place this under my eye, and I actually use my finger to apply this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to contour, and I recently watched one of Huda Beauty's new makeup tutorials. I think she only uploaded it like a week ago, and to contour she used this, and these are the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops, and this is in the shade Sunset. So the one that I used with my foundation mixed in is more of an illuminator, but this one hasn't got any shimmer through it, and it's called Sunset, which I actually have on my hand here. And that's what I've been using the last few days, and I am absolutely loving the results that it gives me. It just looks really natural, but it's just got like a really nice warm tone to it. So I use that, and then I set everything with my powder, and then I'll use like a bronzer over the top. So I'm going to use that now with a Real Techniques brush. So you can see I've just blended it in with the Real Techniques brush, and it just looks so nice and warm and contoured. And you could obviously apply it a little bit more naturally, but because obviously I am working on a HD camera as well, I need to apply more, but I love it. So you can see I've just applied it to the cheekbones, I've done it a little bit around the forehead, under the chin, and yeah, I just think it's just such an amazing product, and this is one of my favourite buys so far of the year, and I hope you guys like it. So I'm going to powder now, and I'm just going to use my Bobbi Brown powder. It's the Bobbi Brown Sheer Finish Pressed Powder, and this is in number 5 Soft Sand. And I tend to just put this over everything, so I'll even go over my contour slightly with it. It just blends everything nicely together. Okay, so I've just set all of my makeup and now I'm going to be using my Tom Ford bronzer. This is Gold Dust 01 and you can see that it is very, very well loved. This has to be my all-time favourite bronzer, and as soon as this runs out I will be purchasing another one. This is very expensive, but it is just the best one that I've come across. For me personally, this is my favourite one, and I'm just going to use a MAC brush to apply it. This is a 138 brush and it's just slightly tapered at the top, which is why I like it. I'm just going to apply some of this just over the top of the contour just to bring it through slightly. For blusher, I'm going to use an old favourite. This is Tarte Exposed, and I'm just going to use the same brush to apply it. I like doing my bronzer and applying my blusher with the same brush. Now, I know some of you might hate the thought of doing that, but for me it just makes my blush slightly warm, so, and it's probably because I'm a bit lazy as well. And I'm just applying that just to the apples of the cheeks. Okay, so I'm going to highlight and then I'm going to move on to my brows. So I'm actually going to be using my Anastasia Glow Kit. This is That Glow. And I like to use a MAC fan brush to apply this. So I just like to pick these two colours up, Bubbly and Dripping in Gold. I like to mix them together and then I apply with that fan brush. And then I just do the nose slightly. Cupid's bow. Okay, so for eyebrows I'm going to be using Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I use this in the shade medium brown. So I just like to brush my hair up and out, as you know. And then I just brush it through just to kind of soften it a little bit. And then I take my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which is this one here, and I finish it just by brushing it through, and it really helps to keep them in place. Okay, so my skin and my brows are done. So now I'm going to move on to my eyes, and this is what I picked up the other day in Harrods, and this is the Marc Jacobs Beauty Highliner Gel Eyeliner. Is that right? Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon, there we go. And this is in the shade Mist Me, which is that beautiful kind of lilac shade, and I'm actually going to be using this all over my lid, and I'm going to place a little bit of gloss over the top, so it's going to be like a spring glossy lid. And I just thought this was just such a pretty colour for spring, and it's just a really nice way to incorporate some colour into your makeup wardrobe, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So these come in like 16 different shades. It's like 16 or 24 shades, and the colours are so beautiful. There was another one that was like a red shade, and I need to go back and get it, and I'm really kicking myself that I didn't. But they roll up, so you don't have to sharpen them, which was amazing. So I'm basically going to pop this on all over the lid and blend it out slightly. These are waterproof, and I remember when I swatched them when I was in Harrods, I went to like another makeup counter looking for a new cleanser, and I tried a cleanser on, and this cleanser literally wouldn't get it off, and it was an oil-based cleanser. So these are so long wearing, and yeah, I can't wait to use it. So I'm going to pop this on all over my lid. I haven't used a primer or anything because these are a waterproof product, and I think it will work better when there's nothing underneath, so you're able to blend it out easily. So I'm just going to wipe off any foundation excess that I've got, which always happens. Don't know if you guys get that as well, whether you have like a tiny little crease in your eye, but I always get a little bit. Right, so I'm going to start running it along the lash line. Now, if this colour isn't for you, you could do this with any eyeliner, like your favourite eyeliner shade. If you want to do a glossy lid, then that always looks really nice. But I just saw this and I was like, I'm definitely going to try this out. It goes on so easily as well. I just think it looks so pretty. So I've taken it up to the socket. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to see whether I can just blend this out very gently at the edges. So nice. So that's one eye done compared to the other one. Okay, so I've just applied both eyes and I absolutely love it. I'm not like a bright coloured person, but I just think it's just such a pretty spring kind of colour, and yeah, I mean, you might be watching this and you might be absolutely hating it, but I really love it. So I'm gonna actually put some gloss on now. I can't actually find my matte gloss anywhere, which is by far the best gloss. If you like having glossy lids, then go and buy the MAC one because it's really, really good. So instead, I'm going to use my Lana Lips ointment, which is this one, which is a really, really nice lip balm, but it's got like a really nice thick texture to it, which is why I'm going to use it on the lids over, say, other glosses that I've got. And obviously I have quite a few because I have them in my makeup kit, but I thought this was nice because it had quite a thick texture. So I place it onto my hand and then I pick it up with my middle finger, and then I'm literally just going to pop it on over the lid. What I'm doing is I'm just placing it on just over the top of my liner. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see it on camera. So I'm hoping that you guys can see this on camera. You can see it just makes it really nice and glossy, and it has a nice movement to it, which is what I love so much about gloss. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep everything else clean. I'm not going to put anything underneath my eye, because I think the minute you start putting gloss on with like a pastel shade and then you put something underneath the eye, it doesn't keep it as modern or as fresh, and that's really what I'm trying to get out of this, because I wanted to do like a nice sort of like fresh spring makeup. So I'm going to go onto my mascara now, and I'm going to use my MAC Haughty Naughty Lash, which is double-ended, but I'm going to use this slightly thicker end, and I'm just going to pop some of this on. So I'm just going to put some lashes on, and I've got some Eyelure lashes here, which I will link below, but you can see that they are slightly spiky, which is why I like them for this look. Okay, so I've just put my eyelashes on and I'm going to do my lips now. So when I was in Harrods, I also picked up the two new Huda Beauty colours. She's brought 4 out. They're a new nude collection. So I picked up Girlfriend and Crush, and this is what they look like on the packaging, and I absolutely love her packaging so much. So I'm gonna actually mix these two together. So I'm gonna start off by applying Girlfriend first, which is the slightly darker shade. Now, one of my biggest tips for liquid lipsticks is we know how drying they are. We know that they just look really, really cracked sometimes on the lips, and they can just look too dry. So I like to put a little bit of oil on before I apply my liquid lipstick, and this is just the Laura Mercier one that I used before I put my makeup on. And I just put a tiny amount of this just on my finger, and then I just apply it to my lips. So now I'm applying Girlfriend. And now I'm going to apply Crush, which is just slightly lighter shade. So I've just applied Crush over the top, which is much more of a lighter nude shade, and it's got like a little bit of a coral through it, I think. So yeah, I just really like them paired together, and that's how I've been wearing them the last few days. So this is the finished makeup look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I know that some of you might not wear kind of lilacs on the eyes all over, but I just think it's just a really nice way of putting some colour into your everyday makeup routine, and it's still looking a little bit modern and less kind of 80s Dame Edna, which could be what you're going for, but I absolutely love these pencils and I need to buy some more of them as soon as possible. So yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. If you have any makeup look suggestions, please comment below, and I would love your feedback on anything like that. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.